There are very few people more qualified to talk about, define for us, and embrace a huge vision that we can all join in on when it comes to courage than Mr. Mike Ray.
We have to be honest with ourselves and say, this is where I'm at. This is where I want to go. And believe in their heart of hearts that they can get there. Belief is like a seed, and we nurture it by the actions we take.
Well, how Mike is, when you meet him, he's just the most positive, driven person.
Everybody felt like they were Mike's best friend because he just had an ability to just love people for who they were, and people felt that. It happened the day before our 20th anniversary. I remember waking up in the hotel room and I saw him sitting, kind of leaning to the right and just making noises, no words. I knew pretty quickly that it was a stroke. He came home in a wheelchair and he just sat in the wheelchair and cried. And I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to help him.
I could not talk. I could not think, nothing. And my leg and arm just were not functioning. I went around defeated until I said, no, I'm going to get better.
When we first heard about MAC and their programs, I looked them up online and I saw that there were fees attached to their programs, and so I closed the website because by that time we had lost Mike's business and financially there was no way that we could pay those fees. And then another participant told us that NAC has scholarships, that they have donors that make these programs possible for families like ours. And so I filled out the scholarship application and we started, and it's changed our lives.
First off, I put him on a bike with me. It was a tandem. And so we worked together on the same bike, and it didn't take long for him to say, all right, Alex, I want to be independent.
I decided to see if I could get Alex off and do it by myself.
We changed the story up a little bit. We got him on an adaptive bike, and then we started setting our goals high.
There's never been a moment where anyone said, well, that might be too hard for you, or I don't know if you'll be able to. They always just made it possible.
He started teaching me to do it by myself, and I did a 16-mile ride. And then I said, we're going to go and do a 50-mile ride.
The Summit Challenge is an incredible event.
And he was determined. The man pushed harder than ever.
When we're riding together like that, I see the possibilities.
That's the most amazing part about the Ray family, the family dynamics. Every time he'd get really tired, Lynette would engage his muscles in his leg with each pedal. Once we reached about mile 35, Michael started getting tired. The sun was beating down on him all day. We've been riding a lot, we've been riding hard, but he persevered. And we struggled through the last 7 or 8 miles.
I want to finish strong. I needed to be an inspiration for everyone that is struggling with the same thing that I have.
That moment when he passed the finish line was just not a dry eye in the house. One of the best feelings I've ever witnessed and had at the same time. It was incredible.
Shoot for the stars, and you'll make it over the trees. The reason that we want to have big dreams is because big dreams move us.